Hello, Mallory here, one of the hosts for Educators First. Anna and I have been going on each week to discuss different topics relevant to you. People that work in schools, people that need support during the school year and throughout the summer. As always, if you are currently struggling with something or need extra support, feel free to reach out to either Anna or myself. We are happy to talk you through things and lead you in the direction that you need to be. So today, the topic that I have chosen to talk about is the CDC recommendations that are coming out about having to return to wearing a mask even if you're vaccinated. And that's the recommendation right now for returning to school. Now, I myself, working in a school, remember feeling as though last spring, at the end of the school year, feeling as though, oh my gosh, I am so happy that this is almost over, that we're not going to have to wear masks again, and it's like there's a vaccine now. COVID never existed, and feeling as though we were on a path that was going to make this a distant memory. And so now my husband, who is also a teacher, this morning when he was watching the news and seeing that it's recommended that K-12 students and staff wear a mask, he was really frustrated, really disappointed, really saddened and angry by the news. Whatever you choose to do is up to you. I'm not going to give advice either way, but he and I are both vaccinated. And so for us, it has felt so nice kind of returning to normal and feeling like COVID is a thing of the past, or COVID is something that, yes, very real, but not something that's impacting us on a daily basis anymore because we weren't wearing a mask anymore. And so now the thought of returning to that is really difficult. And so for those of you that are also feeling that same way, first of all, I want you to take a breath, okay? So take a deep breath in through your nose, hold that breath, and exhale through your mouth. Sometimes, for me at least, I can amp myself up. I can make things worse for myself by just going straight into those negative emotions, and by slowing down, we can help ourselves out. We can help ourselves to recognize that even though this is something that we do not want, we can get through it. Last year we dealt with in school, out of school, distance learning, hybrid. And so we went through a lot last school year. And so hearing that we may have to wear a mask again for this school year, it's not the worst thing in the world. If I can be in a school, if I can be seeing students, working with my coworkers, that makes me happy. Of course, I did not like the mask. I was not someone that was like, oh yes, now I don't need to wear lipstick. And not that you need to, but it's not something that I was excited about. It's not something that I enjoyed. But I can do that if that means that I get to be in a classroom. And so I urge you guys to also be thinking about the glass half full. If we have to wear a mask, yeah, that kind of sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's okay for us to be disappointed. It's okay for us to wish it were different and hope that it can change still. It's okay to do the best that we can personally and hope that others follow as well. And so whatever emotion you're feeling, it's okay to recognize it. It's even, it's sometimes really helpful to write about it, write about how you're feeling. Journaling is a great way to just get these things out of us so that we're not hanging on to all of this and it's not just suffocating us. So we are going to be going back to school soon. We're going to be doing in-service. Some of you are probably already in your classrooms getting things ready. I really urge you to try to have a positive mindset as you're going back to school. Excitement to see the students, excitement to see your coworkers that you love. Those are all such great things, and it's okay to just focus on that if that's what you need to do. Yeah, we can't ignore the recommendations. We can't ignore what our school is telling us we have to do. But we can focus on the fact that we love our job, that we are really excited to see students again, that we are really hopeful for what the future brings. And so going into these in-service days that you'll have coming up, I really hope that you bring that positive energy. And if you feel yourself with a negative energy, if you feel yourself frustrated about these new recommendations or these new guidelines, accept that, recognize it, understand what you're feeling, but don't take that out on others. Because when we're working in a school, I mean, I myself have said several times, I would really struggle being an administrator at this time. They have a really difficult job. They know that people don't like wearing the mask, but if that's what we have to do, then that's what we will do, so that we can stay in schools, so that we can see the students, so that we can see our coworkers. But I do urge you to take a deep breath before responding to things. Acknowledge your emotion. Recognize that it's okay to have that emotion, even if it's a negative one. It's understandable. Yes, this might make us angry. When my husband was talking about the mask, not mandate, but recommendations this morning, he got pretty upset and said, "It's never going to change. It's going to be like this the rest of our lives." And I don't think that helps. I think when we quickly jump to these frustrations and, speaking out about our irritations with these things, it only amps us up. And I do it too. But especially with this, and especially with going back to school, I urge you guys to take a deep breath, recognize your emotion, and then speak on what you feel is appropriate. Recognizing that, if your school is mandating that you wear a mask, that is what the mandate is. And although it's okay for you to feel frustrated, it maybe isn't helpful to voice or blame those frustrations onto your administration. If you feel as though there's something that would be appropriate to talk to them about in private, that's fine. Or if you're, very frustrated and would like to just get support so that you don't feel that anger all the time, that is a great reason to reach out to Anna or myself. That is what we are here for. We want to support you. We want to help to give you individualized tips on how to best resolve some of those inner demons that you might be fighting. And so if you feel as though that's something that you need, reach out to us and we'd be happy to help. In the meantime, recognize what you're feeling, acknowledge that it's okay to not be super excited about the masks, but try to focus on the things that you truly are excited about. I love working with kids, and so I'm excited to see them again. I love, going to sporting events, and so that's something that I know that if that is similar to last year, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad if I can't go and watch all these sporting events, because that's something that I truly love to do. I love to bring my kids to the sporting events and have them enjoy it as well. Learn about sportsmanship, cheering on your team. Those are things that I love and love doing with my family. If I can't do that, I'll be sad, but I'll find other ways. Last year we actually had great opportunities to watch sporting events, through, my gosh, it's not Zoom, but like YouTube Live. And so there are ways to do it. And so sometimes we have to accommodate to the situation. And if that's what we need to do, we'll take it in strides and take it as we need to. But I just want to let you guys know you're not alone if you're feeling frustrated. It's okay to feel that way. Not necessarily okay or appropriate to blame your administration or voice that anger during a staff meeting, unless it's something that the person guiding the meeting is saying like, hey, now is the time to talk about the things we're not looking forward to, or the things that we didn't like about last school year, but we're going to really try to have a better outlook this school year. We learned a lot last school year, and so I think especially planning for this next school year, we can think, okay, we went into last year not knowing what was going on at all, not knowing how we were going to deal with this. And so in the last school year, we learned a lot. What can we take from last school year, apply it to how we're prepping for this school year, how we're prepping for what this school year might potentially look like based on your area where you're living and where you're teaching and working. So at least we have time to plan, we have time to take these deep breaths, and we can move forward, and it will be okay. If you're really struggling, please reach out. I'd be happy to talk directly with you, or if you would like to talk to Anna, that's fine too. But we're here for you, and I hope that you guys are having a good summer so far. The weather here in Minnesota has been hot, very, very hot, but I found my way to a lake yesterday, so making it work. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great week. If you need anything, please reach out, but just keep in mind, take that deep breath in through the nose, hold, and exhale through the mouth.